Hey, wizards! Guess what? It's another episode of the Wizard101 Dual School Fire and Storm walkthrough, and we are going to go ahead and get started and get going here. So first off, if you notice, yep, I've got a new look because I finally stitched. I stitched the gear. So we are using Celestial Dual School gear, and I checked the stats as far as for attack and damage and all the important stuff like critical and stuff. It's actually the same stats as what you would get for the what do you call that gear? Oh yeah, the Waterworks gear, which we can't get for another 4 levels anyways. So this gear is going to work really well for us as far as damage. We already saw that in the last episode as we worked through the rest of Ravenscar. But since I got my Stitch on, and since I added a new thing to the game called Rate My Stitch, I thought we'd go ahead and start the episode with this and see what this is. Rate an outfit, add an outfit. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add an outfit. Yeah, there we go. We're going to call this the, let's see here. Oh, do we add an emote to it? Okay. Let's see here. The salute, I don't know, the shrug, the wave. There we go. We'll do the wave. We'll leave the wave emote. And we're going to, do we want to include the pet? Yeah, we'll leave the pet in there as well. Okay. So that is our outfits. We went ahead and added it. So guys, I don't know if you can find that, but there's a leaderboard. Ooh, see, that's a nice stitch there. This is a brand new thing they've added on. So she's number 1. I guess the Ice Queen, Brittany Deathbright, number 2. Wow, that is got to be a total crown stitch right there, because I don't think you can get that in the game at all. I think I would rate stitches you can get in the game a lot more. Like this, I would rate this higher because you could totally get all these pieces in the game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Ooh, that's pretty nice, but that's, I don't know. That outfit, that looks like a crown stitch. I believe you can get the staff somewhere else, but that outfit's totally crown stitch. Okay, what else do we got here? Oh, yep, that's totally a crown stitch right there. Very Santa-ish. Actually, you might be able to get a lot of this during the holiday time. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's totally a crown stitch. Or shall we say the hat comes from crowns and the staff comes from crowns. But her cloak is very, very nice. Yeah, so this is a new feature here in the game, guys. You go check it out. You know, go rate my stitch. I have now added it in there, so let me know if you find it. Give me a rating. I'd love to hear back from it. But we ended the last episode. And let's go ahead and get the music back on because I must have turned it off. Oh, there it is. We ended the last episode with Headmaster Ambrose asking us to come talk to him. So let's go talk to him. Okay, so there's 2 things. Let's start off with cold news.
I have troubling news from Grizzleheim. It seems as if the cold day we feared has come to pass. Your old friend in Grizzleheim, Bjorn Ironclaws, sends word that the ravens of the Coven have struck once again. Bjorn sent word to ask you to venture to Northgard in Grizzleheim and speak to him at once. Your instructors are aware you may miss some class time. There may be make-up work when this matter is complete.
Awesome.
We have a small crisis, which I hope you can help with. It involves travel to the world of Zafaria. I was there long ago. Professor Falmea created an exchange program for Ravenwood students to study abroad, but the class has become lost. While it is a lush and vibrant land, Zafaria was once the home of Morganth. Seek out Professor Falmea to learn more.
Okay, so it looks like we just nailed the 2 new full quests. But we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and set this. We're going to go ahead and do, whoops. We're going to go ahead and take care of Grizzleheim first. Or should we say Wintertusk? Because we're going to be invited to go check out Wintertusk. And it's perfect timing because we're on level 4 that. It's a fun jaunt. Probably my favorite side world has always been Grizzleheim, even though they mark them as like main quest lines and everything. But yes. Okay, so to Grizzleheim we shall go. Let's go talk to our buddy Bjorn Ironclaws. I mean, now that we took care of the ravens, it may not all be done. Yes. Okay, here we go, Bjorn.
Ho there, Outlander. Forgive me. My gladness at seeing you is outmatched by my dread of the curse upon Grizzleheim. Your presence humbles me. I am only the second greatest hero in Grizzleheim when you visit my world.
Haha, that's funny.
Times are grim. Though you defeated them before, the evil members of the Coven have struck again. We fear that this is the final act of their terrible plan to curse the Spiral with the dreaded Everwinter. King Velgard Goldenblade has need of your spells. Enter his hall and speak with him if you are a true hero.
Let's do this. If we are a true hero indeed. Let's go talk to Velgard Goldenblade and see what he needs of us.
I am pleased you heard my call. As Bjorn Ironclaws told you, the evil ravens of the Coven are trying to bring the Everwinter upon Grizzleheim. Once this dreadful cold comes, it will wreath our world in ice, and the freeze will spread throughout the Spiral. Though the Coven met their defeat at your hands, they crept from their hidey holes and struck again. There is much to tell you, but still more that I do not know. Your old friend, Raffin Lorespeaker in Ravenscar, wishes to speak with you. He knows more about this grim threat.
Okay, Raffin Lorespeaker. Let's go talk to Raffin. Very nice. So they got us doing the whole tour to get us ready to kick off for this. So yeah, I ended up picking this stitch. I had to go ahead and do some grinding for some school style gear to get a couple of these. I think that's my favorite type of stitch gear is a school specific gear, but I'll tell you more about that later.
Would that I had better news for you, Wizard. The Coven has returned after the same goal, the Everwinter. You have heard of the Titans of Storm, Fire, and Ice, yes? They were the first beings before the Spiral was made. The Ice Titan sleeps deep beneath Grizzleheim, sent into a centuries-long slumber by Bartleby himself. The Coven would rouse the Ice Titan from that eternal rest. When he rises, his fury will be cold and fierce. The runes tell me that the Coven is at work in Hrundlefjord, a port in a part of Grizzleheim called Wintertusk. You must use your wits, your spells, and your courage to defeat the Coven once more. Only you can do this deed. Go and speak to Velgard Goldenblade once more, and tell him that Hrundlefjord is where you must go.
Well, there we go. Yeah, so talking about the stitches, when you can take any look of any gear and attach it to any sets of any gear. So basically, even though we're wearing this particular look, we have all the stats from our crafted gear that we got earlier, if I didn't explain that earlier. Now, there's what they call school-specific gear you can grind for.
I can see from your grim demeanor that Raffin has told you much. So Raffin Lorespeaker tells you that the Coven is up to their evil in Hrundlefjord. This angers and frightens me. I have not heard from my subjects in Hrundlefjord in some time, and I worry that they have met with trouble. Balder Goldpaws is at the dock of Northgard. He can take you to the part of Wintertusk called Hrundlefjord. Go now and speak to Balder, and go to Hrundlefjord with the king's favor at your side like a trusted sword.
And to the Hrundlefjord is where we're heading. But anyways, getting back to what I was talking about as far as stitches. So this outfit right here, this is what's called a school-specific stitch. I had to go fight the yokai boss in over in Mushu several times before he finally dropped this one. And then you're able to color different colors. And so I went ahead and used some red for fire and we still got to do the yard birds.
If ye are indeed going to Hrundlefjord.
Well, I just wanted to get the training point quest. Okay, let's talk to Goldpaws.
Hello there, young wizard. How can I help you? You wish to journey to Hrundlefjord? It is a simple task. Step over to my ship and we will set sail. Here it is, Arundel Fjord, part of Wintertusk. If you wish to return to Northgard, or return here from Northgard, my ship is at your service.
Okay, so let's see here. Let's take a moment and figure out what we need to do. So, this is Arundel Fjord. Now, if we come over here, we'll notice that the gates are locked. I guess we should have talked to Baldur again. Let's go talk to Baldur. Frozen bears. Yeah, lots of stuff. Doesn't look good.
Long has it been since I visited Arundel Fjord, but it is clear that something is terribly wrong. There is an unseasonable chill in the air, and I have never seen a ship with such ice upon it. Stride over to that nearby ship, if you will, and see what ails it and the crew who stand beside it.
Okay. Cold ship.
You examine the longship. This ice is not natural. It was frozen in place here at the dock.
Let's examine the frozen crew.
These warriors were frozen in their tracks. Powerful ice magic is at work here.
Okay. So, powerful ice magic.
There are others who could have done this, but I'll wager that the Coven is behind this dread chill. Ill-doing at the docks can only be a sign that further mischief is afoot. You should go and examine the gates to Arundel Fjord and see if they were able to withstand this wretched cold. Go and scout only. Do not open the gates or enter the village just yet. There may be trouble within. As a captain, I cannot abandon my longship, so I will wait here for your return.
So anyways, yeah, the Stitch gear is dropped gear that is school-specific. That will have designs of school. Like this has storm designs on it. Okay, and so there's other ones with ice and life and all the different schools that are dropped by a bunch of different bosses.
The gates are closed and appear to be locked. Like the cold, silence radiates from within the village.
And to me, I think it's very cool. If you're like a school fanatic, this gear is so nice. Plus, it's all colorable, too. So you can change the colors, mix and match them on the gear, and it looks really, really nice. Okay, there's Baldur.
The gates are locked, eh? That is a sure sign of trouble. In kinder times, the village guards would have seen the sails of my ship and opened the gate to greet us. I suspect that the village of Arundel Fjord is in the icy clutches of evildoers. There must be a way through the gates. Perhaps a secret signal to alert those inside. Those frostbones outside the gate may know more about getting inside. You should defeat a few frostbones and see how they signal to one another.
Now, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but almost every school has a... Let's make sure we have a good deck ready to go. Yeah, this is perfect for frostbones. These guys are tough, too, so you'll see here in just a minute. But as I was thinking to myself, oh, yeah, so, like, every school has specific colors. Like, for instance, Storm is yellow and purple. Yellow and red is, like, fire. Gold and... what do you call that others? Oh, yeah. Gold and blue is like myth. Blue and white is like ice. Yeah. And then black is like gray and white, you know. And then, death is gray and white. Death school. You know. And so browns tend to be the colors used by... The brown colors are colors used by balance. So... And, of course, life is green and more green. So all those colors are specific to each school. So when you get the gear, you'll find the gear it comes in those particular colors. But you can use different variants of the colors. In fact, big news, guys. It was just leaked that the dye shop is going to get a color wheel. Now, that is phenomenally awesome because that means you're going to be able to color your gear even more specifically instead of just the shades of colors that they offer to you already. And you can get a lot of neat combinations with the shades of colors they already offer to you, but boy, it can be really, really cool with the combinations and customizing your stitches even more with that new color. I guess the only thing I would even add to it beyond that, very good.
As you defeat this Frostbones, it signals its allies by banging its sword on its shield. More of them bang their shields in reply. It is a code of some sort.
Okay, let's back off so we don't start a fight. Okay, well, anyways, so basically you're going to be able to customize your stuff. I wish that some of the Crown's gear would be able to be more customized color-wise, though.
They bang their swords upon their shields instead of speaking? This is an ancient means of signaling. Warriors of old call it Norse code.
Norse code, I love that.
It is clear that the town has fallen to evil. Go and use Norse code to signal your way past the gate. The Thane of Hrundlefjord is named Vanir Stormroar. If he lives, he will be in the village's hall. Seek him out and return to me once you know his fate.
Okay, let's go to Vanir. Sorry, I saw some more there. Okay. Oh, and I'll tell you what, Wintertusk is a great place to collect reagents of all sorts. Just to give you a heads up, really great place to collect reagents. Okay.
You tap on the gate a few times, and something that sounds like Norse code. A moment later, it opens.
Okay, and we are in. And look at all the ravens. Yep, that's a bad sign. Let's go talk to Vanir.
Vanir is frozen solid. You should tell Balder the bad news.
Okay, let's head on back to Balder. Yeah. So anyways, yeah, so there's some really cool pieces of school gear that you can go and grind for with different bosses. I've actually amassed quite a bit of different stuff for different schools of gear. You know, in fact, that's what that's my favorite type of gear as far as a Stitch for is school-based gear.
You bring ill news. Vanir alone could tell us what happened to Hrundlefjord. We must devise a way to thaw Vanir's Stormroar without harming him. This is raven magic. We need a raven. If I remember rightly, an old crone named Morn Shadowbrew dwells within Hrundlefjord. Though she was wicked and unkind, she may be able to help us if she has not been turned to ice. Go and seek her out and see if she can be convinced to help us in this cold hour.
Absolutely. Let's see if she can be thought to help us out here. Morn. Very good. Yep. So yeah, Stitch stuff can be really fun. Also, you can actually add hairstyles, and you can actually create hairstyles for helmets too. Because I don't like a helmet.
You're not frozen. No matter. You'll join the others in their wintry doom.
Ooh. Yeah. So, anyways, yeah, I like to use hairstyles for my Stitches. That's just me. I mean, the hats and everything are pretty cool, and every once in a while I find one I really like. But I've always been more of a hairstyle guy, and you can actually stitch your hairstyles too. Okay, we need some big action hitting, but fire looks like it's going to be the best. Very, very cool. So yeah, so that's what I was doing is after I crafted my gear, you saw the new gear crafted last episode, but it had that really horrible look to it that I didn't appreciate. Just me. Yeah, it's just a me thing. So that's one of the things I want to do is I wanted to go ahead and get a look that, especially since I'll be wearing it for quite a few episodes, I want to get a look I like. And I might even keep this look or not. It just depends. I'm going to keep on exploring different combinations. Heck, maybe by the next time I do my Stitch, the color wheel will come out, and we'll end up trying to be able to get some different colors for this that I might like even more. I went ahead and used black and red. Black because, well, we already have all the storm coloring with the yellow and the purple, so the black gives us a background to paint off of, and red to signify that we're dual schooling it with fire. So I thought that was a pretty cool combination. I actually have another robe that I got too. I don't know, I didn't like it as much as well because I kind of like the cape on this one. I kind of like the way the cape looks, so I decided to stick with this one. I've got like 3 more storm robes that we can customize. Haven't found it, and I do have a fire robe or 2 that I pulled because I've been grabbing these Stitches for a while now, and I don't know, it's just one of the things I spend crowns on.
No more! I've had enough! I'll help you! What is it you want? Thawing the Thane Vanir? He knows nothing, but if you must speak to him, here is how to thaw him. Go to the geysers at the edge of the village and collect some scalding water. Here's an urn you can use. Just pour it over Vanir. He should thaw in a matter of moments. It is magic ice. Only geyser water will serve.
Okay, well, let's go do it. Use the geyser in Rundle Fjord. Very nice. So there we go, and that's what a stitch is. If I've never brought it up before, so very, very good. And and it does cost crowns to attach stats to the gear, but it doesn't cost that much. And I don't know, I kind of it's my one guilty pleasure of the game.
You collect the steaming geyser water in the urn Morn gave you. You're careful not to burn yourself.
Okay, let's wake up some bears. Woohoo! Very nice. Yeah, but go ahead, log on if you can and rate my stitch. Let me know what you think about it. Love to get love to see if I rate anywhere. There we go.
Pour the steaming geyser water upon the frozen Thane. In a moment or so, he is free from the ice.
What has happened? I was in my hall ready to fight the Coven when I became quite cold. I remember no more. Now I am soaked and steaming. My state lacks dignity, but I am grateful to you for my freedom. I don't recognize you, but you're clearly a wizard of some sort. You freed me, so I will trust you. The one you must speak to is Grandmother Raven. She is an old one, older than even the spiral. It is said she gave the eyes of time to the great tree at the heart of the spiral, but that was long, long ago. She is a loyal ally of my people. I bid you check on her, see how she fares. I fear that the Coven has done her ill. Grandmother Raven is often near the giant tree behind this hall. Go and seek her out.
Awesome. So, let's see. We're not taking side quests. Okay, guys, so we saved the Thane, but for right now, we're going to have to call it. So, guys, this is Kieran Ashhammer for the Dual School Fire and Storm walkthrough. Thanks for hanging out with us. We will be back next episode to go speak to the famous Grandmother Raven. Catch you later. Bye-bye.